Hello everyone, so this is our street, Rentemestervej, and this is how we see normally the street, like a line with the crossroads. But we want to think more deeply. We want to think about the street, looking about the street inside of them, and taking what is inside. Inside there are people, there are backyards not used, and bringing them outside the road. And generally speaking, later bringing people from Copenhagen inside our street. And this is the potentials. When we open all backyards, all possibilities, all parkings, this is the way how our street can look like a tree with branches. So it's more not so straight, but we had to green it. But what does it mean, greening and making our street green? Not only putting plants over there, they're already there. But generally speaking, we have to think about the elements which create the green aspect as a more social aspect and a more important one. So there are the universals like culture, production, vegetation, integration, which will combine all of them. And when we have a culture, there are already kindergartens over the schools eager to collaborate, to make something, to change the street, because everyone can change this area. They can participate in different activities, giving ideas to our street. What is more, there is in the center, in the middle of our street, there is a business area with a huge potential of creativity and work, and the crafts making over there can be shown to the public people. Yeah, and what is more, there is a green. We want to make we want to show people that there is a green over there, and more create a pleasure area for people living there. And those things, those universals, when we combine in integration, it could create a secure sphere for the people living there and bringing them there. So this is our street. There are already zones, and we just have to plant, seed those universals to make them grow up in different zones. So the first zone is a zone first, and there is a school. There is a huge part of the street. So when we close it, we can create a bazaar for local people and the multicultural people living over there, and the educational thing to bring children out of the school. What is more, the business area, it's very trouble, it's very rush in a weekend, in a week, but in a weekend it's closed. So during a weekend there could be opened huge space for the public with the cafes and leisure time. And the entrance, this is the first zone, the most green. The entrance, the gate, will invite people from Copenhagen in there, but also let's show the specific part of our road. And there's other ideas. We have plenty of them, and it's in this briefly presentation. We can only find solutions to show their own potentials, their own ideas about the streets during the actions, like a stick no action, putting on the dots, on the spots, empty spots on the street, what they want to change and what can do in there. There is a huge potential in the backgrounds. We can create a plantation, for example, of apples on the housing, private gardening, which can be sold, trade at the bazaar. And we don't have enough time to put all our ideas in the one presentation. We can only sit the ideas in the minds of people. And that's why we created during the workshops a book, a real book with 200 pages. And there is the manual for the people living there, which can be spread over there. And with a step-by-step potentials of the street and the way of starting the chain reaction, which can, in fact, in a general scale, create a project made in new Norevest, the brand, which can invite people from the whole Copenhagen to see their crafts, their possibilities, their hidden treasure, in fact, which we want to show to everyone. and show them, living inhabitants over there, that they have the treasure. They just have to dig it out, polish it, and present and be proud of it. Thank you.